My name is Jen, and I'm from SmartyPantsFinance.com, and I am a mystery shopper. I've been mystery shopping since about 2004. In addition to my full-time job as a teacher, I teach mystery shopping classes in addition to my full-time teaching job. And so I thought it would be fun to come on here once a week or so and do some free trainings for people who want to get into mystery shopping, or for people who are already mystery shopping but are maybe looking for something a little new. So a little bit about me, or actually that was everything about me. Okay, so in addition to that, I have a website, SmartyPantsFinance.com, and I sell books on there about mystery shopping. I have information about travel for like budget travel, traveling to Hawaii, traveling to Morocco, all sorts of places I've been able to go. I have mystery shopped and earned thousands of dollars over the years. So I really want to be able to help other people do the same thing. This is like a really good time for people who need a side hustle to find something to do so that they can earn extra money. And also with mystery shopping, you get a lot of free stuff, free in the sense of like you work for it, but it doesn't cost you anything in the end. And I've gotten so many free things like free clothes and free trips and free meals and all sorts of stuff. So I highly recommend mystery shopping. So what we're going to do today is talk about how to sign up with mystery shopping companies, because that's the first place you go to get started. If you missed last week's video, I went over all of like just the basics of mystery shopping, like what the industry is about. So if you didn't see that, I would go back and watch that too, because it'll just give you an overview of what mystery shopping entails. But then each week we'll go through more detail about how you can get involved and how to be a great mystery shopper and how to make it really work for you. So the first step to mystery shopping is to sign up with mystery shopping companies. So mystery shopping companies, there are thousands of them. There are hundreds in the United States, hundreds all over the world. And mystery shopping companies, they operate like an in-between us and the business. So let's say Starbucks is the client that wants to be mystery. As shoppers, we don't work directly for Starbucks, we work for a mystery shopping company that is in between. So just like if you were an Instacart shopper, where you go get groceries and you deliver them to someone's house, Instacart is the one that gives you the jobs. They're the ones that pay you. They give you all the information you need, and you just bring the groceries to the person's house. You're not working directly for them. So mystery shopping's the same way. So in order to mystery shop, you have to sign up with mystery shopping companies. I was trying to think last night if I've ever done a mystery shop that wasn't through a mystery shopping company, and I don't think I have in the 16 years I've done it. So there are I've heard of a couple of places that hired mystery shoppers directly, but that is totally uncommon. I would say 99.9% of the time you're working through or for a mystery shopping company. So there are hundreds all over the world, and the way to get involved is you have to sign up and register with each of them individually. They are free it's free to sign up. So if you come across a mystery shopping company that wants to charge you to become a shopper, or they want you to pay a fee to get access to their jobs, then it's a scam, and just don't move forward. I have a list of trustworthy mystery shopping companies on my website, and I'll put that in the comments at the end. And I also co-wrote a mystery shopping book, and in the back of the book there are hundreds, there's 20 pages of mystery shopping companies, and you can go one by one. So if you get the book, or if you get the ebook for $9.99 on my website, you can just click on each of the companies and you'll have access to hundreds. On my website, it's about 15 or so that are my favorites. So what you do is you go to their website. I linked it to the shopper sign up form, and you click on that and it'll take you to a registration page. Now, when you're choosing mystery shopping companies to work for, you just have to know that they're all different. They're all independent businesses. They all have their own way of doing things. So some mystery shopping companies, and we abbreviate it MSC. So if you ever see MSC, that stands for mystery shopping company. any MSC is going to be different from the next one. Like some of them are super small. There was a little mystery shopping company that I work for currently that it was just run by a husband and wife. There are other mystery shopping companies that are literally worldwide. They have thousands and thousands of shoppers and they operate in many countries, and they even do other types of market research and stuff. So it doesn't, not one is not better than the other. I work for small companies, I work for big ones, but just know that each one will have their own style. Their reports might be a little different, what they want you to do. Some of them pay like within 3 days. Some mystery shopping companies pay within 45 days. So when you sign up, there's not an advantage or disadvantage in a lot of ways, but you just have to know you're working for a business and they're just going to do things, in their own way. And I'm signed up with all kinds. I'm signed up with ones that pay in 45 days. I'm signed up with ones that pay me within a week. So I'm not discouraging you from any of them. The advantage to being signed up with mystery shopping companies to all of their different clients. So let's say I just sign up with mystery shopping company Blue. Well, I'm only going to be able to get the jobs that mystery shopping company Blue has clients for. So let's say this mystery shopping company only works with Starbucks. Well, I'll only see Starbucks mystery shops. If I'm signed up with this mystery shopping company, like mystery shopping company Yellow, they might have United Airlines. So the more mystery shopping companies you sign up for, the more access to jobs you have, and it just gives you more opportunities. I am signed up with, I actually meant to count. It's more than 50 for sure. It could be 75 mystery shopping companies. There are some that I work for all the time, and there are others I just work for here and there. And but because I'm signed up with so many, I can see more assignments and then take more work. So it's really an advantage to sign up with more. Okay, so what you do is you can go on my website, follow the links to the mystery shopping companies, my favorite ones. And when you get onto their sign up form, they're going to ask for your demographic information, your contact information, just the basics to be able to have you work for them. So some people get scared, they're sharing like their name and their address and all of that, but you have to share that information for them to have you work for them, because they are paying they're paying you as an employee, kind of like an employee. Someone just put that they can't hear me. So can someone else say if you can or can't hear me? Okay, so someone else is saying that she can. Maybe your volume's down, Laura. I'm not sure. If anyone else has trouble with the volume, just let me know. So let's see, what was I saying? Okay, so you have to share your demographic information, contact, so that they can offer you jobs. They will also ask for your social security number, and that is because they're paying you, because it's reportable income to the IRS. So without your true information, it's harder for them to use you as a shopper. So it's just like a job application where you have to put in who you are. As far as your social security number, I know some people are afraid to share that because they've had identity theft and all of that. You can go to irs.gov, the Internal Revenue Service, and you can file for what's called an EIN. It's an employee identification number, and it kind of is like a proxy for your social security number. So you can put the EIN number in the applications, instead of using your social security number. I did not do that, but I have not also dealt with a lot of identity theft, so I understand some people are more cautious. So you might want to do that first. So when you're doing the application, they'll ask for, who you are. They may ask for things like, do you have a smartphone? Do you have a high school diploma? Basic information. Some of the questions are required, others are not. So if you don't want to answer every single question, that's fine. But the more information you give them, the more targeted they can give you assignments. So if you put in there that you have, that you have children, they might give you assignments or offer assignments where you need to bring kids. So it's just your advantage to do the applications as thoroughly as possible. Another thing that they'll ask you on the application is for your email address, and that's how they contact you about assignments. So if you don't want your personal inbox flooded with mystery shopping offers, then you might want to make a separate email account before you even start this process. I did not do that. So my personal email has everything from my family to, all sorts of things mixed together, which works fine for me. But starting out fresh, I might have done a mystery shopping email. You can go to Gmail or I think Yahoo. There are a lot of services that offer free accounts, and just make, like Susie Shopper 123 at Gmail, just make up an email account and then you can keep it separate if you want. Another thing that'll be part of signing up on the companies with the companies is they'll ask for your PayPal account email address if they pay through PayPal. Now, I would say probably 75% of the companies pay through PayPal. So if you want to get paid, you have to have a PayPal account active so that you can tell them where to send your money. So what happens is, like, let's say I do an assignment, and when they go to pay me, they actually put the money in my PayPal account, and then I have to transfer the money from my PayPal account into my bank account. And it's worked fine. I've never had any trouble with that. But you want to set up a PayPal account first if you don't already have one. And there are some companies that pay through check, like they mail me checks in the mail. There are other companies that pay through direct deposit. But if you don't do PayPal, you're going to eliminate a lot of the mystery shopping companies that you can work for. So I would just get that squared away first as well. The other thing you might be asked on the application page is if you're part of any mystery shopping association. So there are a couple. There's one that's the MSPA, and there's another one, the IMSC. There may not be any others. And they may ask, do you have an association or a membership with this association? And you're free to go do that. They cost money. And to be honest, I never did it until a couple of years ago. I signed up with one association, but it was for a different reason. And I have literally traveled the world mystery shopping, done amazing things, and not being part of the association never held me back. So there is a little bit of a misconception, like you'll only get good jobs if you're in an association, and it's not true. So if you want to sign up, that's fine, because they do offer good education and some support and stuff. But when you get to that question, just put no and move on, and don't worry that it's going to somehow keep you from getting jobs, because it just won't. So once you go through the application form, putting in all the demographic stuff, you might get to a question that asks for you to submit a paragraph as a writing sample. So sometimes it'll say, the prompt will be something like, tell us about the last experience you had at a restaurant. So you just write a little paragraph. You want to make it as good as possible so you don't somehow get screened out for, you don't want to write in all caps. You don't want to have, lots of spelling errors and all of that kind of thing. But what I would do is take that paragraph, the first one you write, and copy and paste it into a Google Doc or into a Word doc, or even email it to yourself, so that every time you get to an application with a different company, because you might end up doing 50 applications with all these mystery shopping companies, you can use the same paragraph over and over and over again. You might have to tweak it a little, like if one application asks for a positive and a negative experience at a store or a restaurant, you might have to add a little more. But there's no sense in you writing 50 paragraphs that are all unique and different. Just use the same one over and over again and copy and paste it into the application. After you submit your application, sometimes you will be instantly put into the shopper database, which is awesome, because you can literally do the application, which might take 10 minutes, submit it, and then immediately have access to the job board and then take an assignment for the same day. I actually knew someone who did that. I was with someone who signed up with a company. She applied for the job and she was shopping by that evening. So that's great when those companies approve your application just automatically. There are other mystery shopping companies that will take a few days to approve it. Some of them will only contact you if they need a shopper. So I would just go through the process with all the different companies anyway, because you never know when they might need you. So don't be discouraged if you don't get, quick approval. The companies that you'll see the quick approval for are usually from there. It's called the SASSY system, and it's SASSIE. And the SASSY system is basically just a software program that several of the dozens of the companies share. The mystery shopping companies are still individual and separate, but they share a platform so that their reports look the same, their applications look the same. There's a lot of similarities. So those shops tend to be really good. Plus, they tend to approve the applications really fast. And you'll see that it's a SASSY shop because when you go to the application, SASSY will be at the top or the bottom, and it'll be in the web address as well. But also do the applications for the non-SASSY companies as well, because some of the best assignments I do, like the ones where I travel all over the world, those are not in the SASSY program. So after you've registered and submitted your application, you have access now to the job board. So almost every mystery shopping company has a job board, which you can usually search at the top and the menu, and then you can start seeing what assignments are available. So you can look for, assignments within a certain radius of where you live. You could search by state. I tend to do that. Like if I know I'm going to go to New Jersey or New York, I'll search by the state that even if I don't live there. You'll also start getting emails from the schedulers. So schedulers are looking for people to fill jobs. So after your application is submitted, be ready for emails to come through. You want to make sure that you're checking emails regularly. You don't want to just check once a month because then those jobs will be gone. A lot of times jobs are assigned within a day or two. So you want to check your email frequently. You can also, in your account, because now you'll have an account with the mystery shopping company, you can adjust if you want to get any emails. Like maybe you just don't want daily emails. So you can change that. You can change the radius of the jobs that are emailed to you. So let's say you only want to see what's within a 5-mile radius or within a 100-mile radius. You can adjust that now that you have an account. And that's also the place to apply for jobs. So if you see a job you want, either in an email or on the job board, now that you have an account, you can apply for it, and then you might get it because a scheduler will start to find people to fill those positions. So I think that is basically it about how to get started. Your next step would be to actually go on assignments. And what I'll be doing over the next few Mondays is talking about just the best ways to write reports, the things to look out for while you're on assignments, the things you want to avoid doing. But we can get into that on other Mondays as well. So I can answer any questions if you have any, and I will put the list in the comments so you can have access to my favorites list as well. I would also suggest if you don't already like my Smarty Pants Finance Facebook page, like it so that you'll see when I announce these Monday trainings, especially if time changes or there's a new topic or something. I have a hotel mystery shopping group attached with the page, or attached to the page, so you can join the group. And that's mostly for people who love to travel and who love to travel by going to hotels all over the country or all over the world as mystery shoppers, which is super fun, my favorite. And the other thing is to go to my website, smartypantsfinance.com, and sign up for my email list, because then you will see when things are happening, like when I release my course or when I'm doing trainings. Okay, so we have a question. How old do you have to be to sign up? You have to be 18. So some assignments you have to be 21 if it involves alcohol, like a bar assignment, but you have to be 18. However, there are assignments where you have to bring a younger child. So you, as the parent, may be doing the mystery shopping, but the child can accompany you if they're under 18. The average pay, so it really ranges. There are some assignments that pay like $3 or $4, which is not much. But it may reimburse $50. So you may only get paid a little, but you get reimbursed a lot. I've done assignments where I got paid nothing, but I got a $300 purse reimbursed. So for me, the purse was almost more valuable than the money because I loved it so much. There are other assignments, that pay like $40 or $50. If you're bilingual, especially if you speak Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, or Spanish, sometimes you can make double or triple what I make as an English only speaker. So that can come in handy, to make a lot more money quickly. Like there are some assignments I'd maybe make $30 speaking English, and someone who can speak Spanish could make like 90, which is amazing. Makes me want to go learn Spanish. But I would never be like a fluent Spanish speaker. So yeah, they're definitely looking for that. Yeah, and like Glow said, different companies pay different. So as you start signing up with companies and looking at their emails and also looking at the job boards, you'll start to get a sense. Like some companies do more reimbursements where you go out to dinner or you go bowling or you go to the movies and you maybe just don't make as much money. And then you'll see other companies that just do a lot of assignments where you don't have to spend money, you just make more money. So yeah, that is a really good question. And right now, since we're, mystery shopping, I see it picking up a little bit just in this past week. So depending on where you are in the country, you are going to see more assignments if shops are opening up, and the places that things are still kind of closed, you'll just wait a little bit longer as things start to open up. Yes, and that's awesome, Rosie, that you speak Spanish. Yes, you can make more money than me. Which is a huge advantage. Yeah, that's awesome. And they're always looking for Spanish-speaking shoppers. So yeah, you could even refer other people. So if there are no other questions, trying to think if there's anything else. Again, if you do want to, you could get my book on my website. It's $19.99 for the paperback. And it has all the mystery shopping companies in the back, like pages and pages of them. If you get the ebook, it's $9.99. And with that one, I did a link for each. So it's really quick. So you just go to the link, and that has, so many hundreds more than what are on my website. Okay, so if there are no questions, I will be back here next Monday. I haven't quite decided what we're going to talk about, but we'll just keep doing this continuation of, this training so that, by the end of this, hopefully you guys will be pros and you'll be out there shopping and doing all sorts of amazing things. Yes, so Marcy says next time she'd love to see the purse you keep talking about. I know, maybe next time I have 3 of them. I did 3 of those assignments. They were each $300 purses, so maybe I'll bring them. I'm wearing a shirt that I mystery shopped for, and last week the shirt I wore was mystery shop too. So I thought maybe I'd wear something I have actually gotten through mystery shopping, because half of my wardrobe I haven't really paid for, which is pretty awesome. Where do you fill out the application? So Sarah, you have to go to the mystery shopping company has their own application for each individual company. So I'll put my list here in the chat box, and then you just go company by company, and it should take you directly to their sign up page, and then you just go one by one. I would suggest doing like 2 a day at the minimum, but you could also set aside like a couple of hours today and get through a good chunk of that list, and then just keep working through it until you've gotten all of those, and then you might want to get access to my other list where you have more companies to sign up for. Okay, well, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for anyone that's watching now, but also people that watch later. I know some people are at work and doing things with their kids, so I'm super glad you're here, and I'm super happy to help. This makes me happy to teach, because mystery shopping has literally changed my life. I didn't anticipate that, but it has. So I'm super excited to share that. So if we don't have any other questions, I'll just see you guys next week. Okay.